morning. Today is Tuesday, September 15th, C-Day. I'm O.Prine, and this is Kennedy Live. Please send any announcements to kennedylive at kennedycatholic.org or use the Submit News button under the Student Life section of our website. This is a call for student volunteers. Anyone interested in playing the golf outing must have 2 licensed drivers in your foursome. Learner's permits are not acceptable. Student volunteers throughout the rest of the day are also required. Seniors and juniors are preferred. To sign up to play or volunteer, please see anyone in the advancement office or in the lower library. Any freshmen, sophomore, or juniors who did not get their picture taken last week will be photographed on this Friday, September 18th. You must wear your formal uniform. For girls, that means you wear a white blouse, sweater, or vest. For guys, that means you wear a white shirt, tie, sweater, or vest. Any questions? Please see Ms. Willis. Any senior who is going to have their senior portrait retaken must call for an appointment this week. Please see Ms. Morris for details. If you do not have an appointment, you will not be photographed. Let's over to Emma with her interview with Ms. Willis.
How are you doing, Ms. Willis?
I'm doing wonderful, Emma. Thanks. How about you?
I'm good. Okay, so today I have some questions for you about books. So what can your freshmen look forward to studying in your literature class?
Well, both my freshmen and I are looking forward to studying Lord of the Flies. I think it's rich in symbolism, but also has a wonderful set of vocabulary words. I'm also looking forward to a discussion of To Kill a Mockingbird with the wonderfully applicable themes today, as well as throughout the country. We can talk about what's relevant, and I know that my colleague over in the science department read Go Set a Watchman this summer, so I'm curious to see if any of the freshmen have as well.
That's really interesting. I remember freshman English. I did not have you as a teacher, but I still really enjoyed those 2 books. So what about your seniors? What can information can you give to them?
Well, I think my favorite work is The Canterbury Tales. Geoffrey Chaucer does a wonderful job of presenting a cross-section of characters in medieval England. It's also written in Middle English and allows the students to see how the English language evolves from Old English to something that Chaucer also uses a lot of satire in the work. And he also dabbles a bit in 2 other areas that I'm interested in, which are theology and history.
Okay, that's awesome. And Old English isn't really like the modern English that we speak now, correct?
Not at all. It's Anglo-Saxon. It's not recognizable. I can speak a few words. Middle English is a little bit more familiar.
Can you say good morning in good English for us?
I can't say good morning in Old English, but I can say Gauda Mawara, which is Middle English for good morning.
That's so cool. So one more question. What's your favorite piece of literature?
I thought you were going to ask me my least favorite piece of literature. That's a tough one. My least favorite literature is Lawrence Stern's Tristram Shandy. It's just a little bit too weird for me.
Haven't read it, but I'll have to check it out. Thanks, Ms. Willis, for being with us, and now back to OSTOP.
Thank you, Emma. Here with me, I have Kelsey to tell us about the sports.
Good morning, Kennedy Catholic. Moses Malone, a 3-time NBA MVP, Hall of Famer, and 13-time All-Star, died on Sunday at the age of 60. The Yankees won 4-1 against the Tampa Bay Rays, though, so that's great. The girls' soccer team beat the Mary Lewis Academy 6-0. Brown scored 1, Petrullo scored 2, Keller scored 1, and Hernandez scored 2. Great job, girls.
Let's go.
That's awesome. JV girls soccer team won against St. Mary Lewis Academy 3-1 yesterday. The goals were made by Vespucci off the penalty, Martirano got a rebound, and Sichechi scored with an assist from Curtin. And the Kennedy JV and varsity volleyball team kicks off their season at Aquinas this afternoon. Good luck, girls. The girls varsity field hockey team tied their home game yesterday 1-1, and now we have a clip from the game of them playing. And that's all for sports.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that seems to be going pretty good for them, I guess. Well, thanks, Kelsey, for that. Now we have Dan joining us for our Tech Tuesday update.
Good morning, Kennedy. I'm Dan, and I'm here to talk about tech and stuff.
Made you smart.
Yeah, it does. So we all know Apple, the company that makes our great iPads that always work and never have a problem.
Always perfect.
Always perfect.
The Wi-Fi is just up top.
So recently they announced that they would have a stylus coming with their new iPad Pro.
Ooh, do we have to get that too?
Yeah. So interestingly enough, when the iPhone was unveiled by Steve Jobs, he made fun of using styluses because he figured that it wasn't something that you should be doing on a phone.
Look at him now. The school children of America are doing it every day.
So,
way to go, Apple.
It's kind of interesting.
A+ job there, once again.
That Apple is deciding to go against what he thought. But another interesting thing to note is that Jobs' parting advice to Tim Cook was to not spend time worrying about what Steve Jobs would think of the company. So they're like it.
You dare question Apple?
It makes sense that they are
Go on.
using the stylus, even though Steve Jobs wouldn't appreciate it.
Well, we get the iEraser next, though. What if I make a mistake? Do I have to start over?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's an iPen.
I mean,
the iPen. Yeah, you can't erase the iPen.
Oh, that's just fake advertising. Then I asked for a pencil.
Okay. Well, what do you guys think about that? It's kind of interesting that Apple is going against what Steve Jobs wished when he said that styluses weren't really necessary.
He's gonna haunt him from the grave, man.
Eh. Okay. Well, thanks for joining us. I'm Dan.
And I'm Ostam,
This has been Kennedy Live.
and have a great day.